Good morning, you guys. I want to give you guys a review of Love and Basketball. I'm sorry, Basketball Wives, Season 10, Episode 5. Basically, the ladies are at the same point they're at, but this time they're at a different scenario. Jackie has just shown her behind on the last episode where she tried to invite British's baby dad, and that didn't go too well. Uh, Duffy is to the point where she's talking with her actual fiance. He's letting her know that he really wants her to kind of pipe down as far as all these. In other words, she's a DJ, so he's really want her to really kind of be like a housewife. She's not to the point where she wants to actually do it, but he's really letting her know that he's leaning towards it and he's giving her reasons why. They have a conversation. It doesn't go left or anything like that, but you can tell he's getting frustrated with it because, to my understanding, he really is watching the kids a lot. So I'm thinking he more or less wants her to, kind of transition a little more and stay home and be not necessarily a housewife, meaning don't go nowhere. But he kind of, I think what it is, if she maybe compromise and not do as much DJing gigs as she's doing, then maybe they might be able to come to a compromise. I think it's one of the things where he really wants her to stay home to be a housewife if she would in other words agree to it because he basically just wants to take care of her. And I think in his mind he feel like he knows she can take care of herself, but he wants to take care of her. He wants her to be a mom, and most importantly be a full-time mom to their kid, which I can understand in a way. But he kind of understand that she probably like doing what she's doing as far as her career is concerned. So it's probably one thing where she really don't want to just stay at home and not do nothing. British is to the point where she basically lets everybody know that she was not, and I repeat, not happy about the fact that Jackie invited him, knowing full well that it was supposed to be in a mixer where they basically, everybody had blind dates. Now, Jennifer came out really good on this one, which I was kind of shocked because Jennifer was real picky. The gentleman that actually was coming in was a dark skinned dude. He was very attractive. Him and Jennifer hit it off really well. They decided they were going to go on a date. They actually go on a picnic, which I thought was really cute. You could tell Jennifer was really infatuated with him because she just smirked and smiled the whole time, and they actually embraced each other. But she kept talking about the fact that she was tired of that dog barking. And I had to look again. I realized it was her dog because she was holding the leash. My thing is, why did you even bring that dog? I mean, this is a date. It's not a point that you're going like on a outing by yourself or this and that. But I don't know. She brought the dog for comfort reasons. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she regretted it. But other than that, her and the guy seem like they really enjoyed each other. I'm hoping that they go on another date and hopefully, they'll start dating. He seemed like he very infatuated with Jennifer. He said at the mixer that he actually liked her, and she also said that she liked him, and they got the blushing. So I kind of figured they was gonna go on a date. I think Duffy did good on that one because she said she was pretty good at matchmaking, but I think this was a good match. Now, the thing with British and her ex, that was a no because Jackie should have asked permission. You don't just tell nobody to show up knowing that they having problems anyway. I think it was low key shade. Now, she was telling her that she did it because she felt like he did such and such in the past. I said to myself, this past you're speaking of, that's been years ago. They've had a kid and everything since then, so that should let you know that they're not in the same space. So why would you invite him trying to be a matchmaker? I mean, he just basically came to really ruffle her feathers. He's not interested in her because he did. I think he would have made a move by now. Angel brings it to the point where she invites over Jackie. Jackie basically is overwhelmed. She keeps rubbing her belly. I think it's one thing where she's infatuated with Rocco because Rocco basically is last time they met, he gave Angel some gifts, but she got to understand Angel is to the point where she's having a lot of problems with Rocco. I think it's one thing where she tried to mask what's going on and act like nothing's going wrong in her relationship. Now she did open up to actual Brandy because Brandy did come over. Not Brandy, I'm sorry, Duffy. Duffy came over last episode and she broke down and told her what was going on as far as them they were having problems. She said she was to the point where she if she had to she would be by herself for a minute because she didn't want to in other words, she didn't want no type of animosity, and most importantly, she didn't want to be arguing back and forth considering she is pregnant. Now they seem like they kind of playing nice or whatever. I don't know if they're in a good space right now, but looks fake and forced to me. Rocco basically was setting the table. He doing what he do, and Jackie walks in. So she had small talk with Angel, and they basically talk or whatever and chop it up. Jackie lets her know what happened as far as the mixer is concerned, and Angel basically says, lets her know that she's doing good or doing well. She was glad to see her. I think Angel's one of those girls that she knows she's a hopeless romantic. She's hoping that this thing will work out. But I don't think her and Rocco are a good match. Now, it's really too late to be trying to play matchmaker in their relationship because in the day they already got a kid. So they're basically tied together anyway. But as far as her, the way he did her at the thing where he gave her a promise ring, that's my answer. If a woman's carrying your seed and you got nerve to give her a promise ring, that's my answer. You should have got on one knee. And if you to the point you couldn't get on one knee, you should not have given her no promise ring. I think that was anything that was slap in the face. I don't care what nobody say. But I will see what Mr. Rocco does, and most probably we're gonna see how he actually treats Miss Angel. Now I'm to the point where British is basically acting out. I think she's one of the things she kind of have a lot of problem with her baby dad, and the fact that she's single is probably getting taking this toll on her. Now she says she does date, but I don't think she got nobody permanent that she's dating. And she says the guy that she was dating that had an issue because her ex was always insinuating himself in there, basically trying to see what she got going on. So I think one of the things she got to kind of put him in his place before she can go on and have her a life with somebody, because a lot of men don't want that type of friction, especially when they first meet you. Now you can tell he visibly he feels like he runs her even though they're not together no more. And I think it's one of those things where he think he can run her relationship on the strength that they got a kid together. But you gotta understand that's just that. All they got is a kid together. You don't have no type of ties to her, and most of all, you can't really dictate what she do. He low key want her, but he don't know how to step to her the right way. You feel me? That type. But I'm glad to see that British is trying to step up for herself, and most important, and let him know there ain't no getting back. A lot of times men will think that just because y'all used to be together, y'all got a kid together, that you got to take trash from them. You actually got to be with them like you can't do no better. So you can tell because she told her mom in the last episode that no, she was not trying to go back with him. All she wanted to do is co-parent. So I commend her for that. Now Jackie's to the point where she, like I said, she dead wrong for that. Now I don't know about y'all, but I'm personally trying to see what's going on with Miss Brandy and actually Malaysia's relationship. They ain't really saying that much about them this particular episode, but we're gonna stick around. We're gonna see how that thing goes. And also we're to the point where we see Brooke. Brooke basically comes to the mixer and sits down and speaks with Jackie and the rest of the ladies. She recently was telling them that she got married. So it's one of those things where you better go to bed. Go to bed, baby. Good night. So it's one of those things where Brooke, she's in a good space right now because I think it's been about last time I saw her, I think that was on season 2 or 3 when she actually was on there. But now she's happy married, so basically trying to mingle with the girls as a married basketball. Hope that with Angel. Hope that British is also Jack and marriage. Not saying there's anything wrong with marriage, but you really shows something that a person is. Cause see, you don't feel him on person. He did that thing when he came and tried to rescue her and tried to propose her about a long time ago. As a matter of fact, I was right season. A lot of change, and most people they change. If she wanted the man, I think she would have said something. He would have said something. So it's one of the things where Jackie was just trying to be messy. I don't care what nobody says. Because if she knew that it was really gonna work, first of all, she would have made a hint that she was gonna do it. Not just had that man show up. I mean, come on, there's friction between them because I'm pretty sure y'all had conversations. But Brandon was not in attendance this particular episode. We didn't see her at all. Malaysia be in and out anyway, even when she do be on there, because she really be trying to tell her that she having relation, she having a lot of problems as far as her baby dad's concerned. And I think she's really trying to transition into the fact that she's a single mom, even though she's been a single mom for a minute because they basically been divorced. I know at least 3 or 4 seasons ago. But I don't know whether or not she's actively dating, but I noticed she was not at the mixer. I was hoping that she would show up because I was going to see whether or not she was actually open to dating. So nobody showed up. It was just, like I told you guys, it was actually not Malaysia. It was actually DJ Duffy because she actually put it together. Jackie, British, and then Jennifer. That's the only people that came. But it was a real cool vibe. This particular episode was really cool too. I like the fact that Angel and Rock was trying to play nice, and they actually tried to invite Jackie over and kind of chop it up, let her know what's going on. Like she said, she's getting ready, for the arrival of her baby, and she said, business is good, it's booming. Angel is just like I told you guys. She is a actual entrepreneur. She makes dresses and different attire for celebrities. She has her own salon, own beauty. I'm sorry, own shop called Angel Brinks. She has a website as well. I looked at a couple of things. She got some nice pieces, but most of the stuff that she make is custom made. So whatever you wear, you ain't gonna see nobody else with it on. But she has some little cute stuff. But I'm gonna see how Rocco treat her. Is he gonna put a ring on it per se? I personally don't think he is. I think he really just he there for a good time, not a long time. That makes sense. He just had a baby with her, and it's one of the things where he just trying to make do what he got. I don't think it's one of the things where he trying to wife her because he did all that preparing and had people in tensions and had them thinking that he really was gonna get on one knee and propose. He gets on one knee and and got a promise ring in his hand. I said to myself, y'all way past promise ring status, sir. She's carrying your child. You should be if you're not willing to be that man for her, you need to step aside and let her get somebody that wants to be with her. A co-parent. But he ain't gonna be mature enough to do that. He one of them types where he likes to dominate the situation. He's gonna ride it out and do what he got to do until the end. Now he'll shower her with gifts, but at the end of the day, I think he just shower her with gifts because he feel guilty, and not because he love her. Because if you loved her, you would be trying to make everything right with her, especially now that she's pregnant with your kid. The fact that she didn't really want to tell her mom that she was pregnant and she had to introduce her baby dad to her mom, that's a red flag. She did on last episode. No, episode 4 last. That was episode 3. And I was saying to myself, this guy just now meeting your mom, that's a red flag. Your mom is still the most important person in your life. She should be meeting him soon as you figured out you was pregnant. But I think one thing was she knows she messed up and she didn't want to kind of face her mom and tell her mom that she going through some issues. Her mom already expressed how she felt. She said she don't have no problems with him, but she not to the point where she feel like they're gonna mesh well. See, the mom picked up on some vibes that she already should have seen, but she probably ignored. But the mom said she would play nice and she's not gonna cause a scene, so I thought that was a good thing. But Angel finally would feel like she was a little happy now that her mom was there. But I don't know about Mr. Rocco. He's giving me weird vibes now. I could be wrong, but most time I'm not. We're gonna see how he do with Miss Angel and see whether or not everything is everything. We just gonna hope for the best that she actually is stress free and she can actually give birth to a healthy baby. But Brooke is actually giving, like I always said, Brooke is a beautiful woman. I was just shocked to hear her tell everybody she was actually married. I know she had a guy that she was dating, but I was not knowing that they was actually serious and actually already married. So we're to the point where Miss Duffy's got to make a decision. Me personally, I hope she made the right decision because it seems like the guy she with now is actually a good person. But I don't know if he's one of those things where he's trying to make her be something she don't want to be, or he's doing it out of concern. I personally think he's doing it out of concern. I don't think he's doing it just to dominate the situation. Because at the end of the day, he lets us know that he does the majority of the babysitting. Because most time, I guess he be keep tabs on the family. Because most importantly, he's a family man, and most importantly, whenever he's on the off season, he got nothing but time. Now, I guess they have to make a sacrifice whenever she got gigs and when he's actually in season. How the basketball works, where they actually practicing, they actually got games. But he seems like really love her and he lets her be her, so that's a good thing. But she said she ain't got no she ain't got no plans to stop DJing. She said she might, stop taking less gigs, but she don't think she just gonna totally quit it because that's what she like to do. So I said, okay, it is what it is, but don't lose your man because you want to try to prove a point. Now I think it's one of the things where you can kind of compromise if you want to, because at the end of the day you got a little young kid. So you're gonna have to do something and you're gonna have to make a decision and it have to be sooner than later. But Miss Jackie was to the point where, she kinda was trying to root for British and her man. I said to myself, Jackie, can we build a bridge and get over it? You already know British don't like the man. I'm pretty sure she's had conversation with you. I mean, it's okay to be a matchmaker, but you can't be a matchmaker for people that are not in the same place. If they're comfortable being co-parents, then let that be. That shows growth, if nothing else. I mean, she had every right to move on. He got the same right. But just because you share a kid with somebody, don't mean you got to be with that person. I mean, a lot of people that stick around just because, and I commend her for that because she saw that it wasn't working and she got out of the relationship. But yeah, you guys, I really enjoyed this episode. I like the fact that the lady was actually mingling and Jennifer was basically sitting over there acting like a schoolgirl, just giggling, going on. I hope this actual thing that is just not a fling, it actually blossomed into a relationship. Cause it seems like the gentleman actually is really smitten with Jennifer, and I think it's the same for her. So we got to see whether or not this thing is gonna progress, and maybe we'll see him again on the next episode. I personally hope so. They look good together because I still can't get it out of my head how her ex husband did her on this same particular show when he took that wine or what it was she drinking and poured in her face. I said to myself, Eric is a hot mess, and I'm glad Jennifer is not with that man no more. Now she was dating for a minute, dating Tim Norman, so that thing fizzled out, and it's just a lot. Also, we're to the point where we see Jennifer letting her know that she has a hair adventure, and she's going head first into it, and she shows us a soft launch of the hair, and she lets the women see, the quality of the hair. She has models and everything. Personally, the hair looked really, really good. I was really shocked to know that she had a hair, line. I did not know that. I know she had something like some type of business where she actually did fitness, and I think she had another kind of venture she was into, but I hadn't really followed her like I used to. But she's really really about her bag, and I think that's kind of great for her to be selling hair because in the city and state she's in, that's a very very good venture to be into because women always want good quality hair so that it's going to work out. And I'm glad the ladies are to the point they're supporting her and they're keeping her motivating, pushing, and letting them know that they will support. Jackie says she would definitely be buying some things from her. That's one thing about Jackie. She's a little messy and she like to intervene, but when somebody has something, she supports. I like that about her. But we're gonna see what next episode is giving. We're gonna see in Malaysia and Miss Brand decide they're gonna make a appearance, and most important they're gonna play nice. I don't know if one of the things they planned up for the cameras or what, but they actually act like they hate each other, and every time they turn around, they got a mean look on their face, like they're ready to fight each other. Now, my thing is the fact that they're not friends anymore is basically a plus because Brandy seems like she's hitting off with Brooke because at last episode she met up with Brooke at a actual tattoo place, and they actually she wasn't gonna get no tattoo, but she just met up with Brooke, and Brooke said that she liked her, and they liked the fact that they had a vibe, and she really wanted to be friends, and see where it go. But it's one of the things where I don't know for sure. I'm giving Brent her the side. I don't know if she doing it to try to play in actual Brandy's face, not Brandy's, playing Brandy's face, and basically make Malaysia mad. I don't know, but you can tell Malaysia's over it because after a while, Malaysia most time when they have a fight, they get right back and they're cool. So I don't know what this gonna give. I don't know if they're gonna keep playing it for the cameras, but I personally think they probably are good friends off the camera just for the show. But we're gonna see what this episode will give, and most importantly, I am gonna continue to watch. I really like watching the episodes because this season is not the best, but it's pretty good because they shaking it up a little bit. They bringing back some old and they got some new in there. I saw that Evelyn was not a part of this cast, so I was like, okay. Also, I saw that they had another OG that was not in there as well, so she had already said she was not returning. But other than that, I like basketball wise. They're pretty cool with me. But I liked it, maybe 3 or 4 episodes. I'm sorry, seasons ago when there was more of the OGs were in there. But now they have pretty good cast character. I was shocked to see British back and DJ Duffy. I really really was. But I appreciate you guys for actually rocking with the channel. Those who are new here, I appreciate you guys so much. Those who are old, I appreciate as well. And those who are new, do your girl a favor. Hit the like button, leave me a comment, and make sure you subscribe before you leave. I always will come back with another one. And guess what? I appreciate you guys and I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.